Hi everyone. So this is PetSafe Simply Clean Automatic Litter Box 2.0. I bought the first one. I'm not sure that was 1.0 or 2.0, like about more than 2 years ago. That had the same problem after like working for a week. I started getting this red light. It still works, still working. You can see the later is like moving, so it's working, but like it gives that clicking noise or sound, and it shows like this red light if you plug it, this thing. So if you remove the adapter plug and plug it back in, it will show the green light, but like after a minute or maybe 30 seconds it will start showing the red light and this clicking sound comes in. Well, I couldn't figure out in the previous one what was the problem. um, I stopped using it, probably threw it away or something. I bought this after 2 years and found the same thing. So most probably the people at PetSafe, they don't even care like what they're designing. It's a small thing which I'm gonna show you, or they don't even care, like they are just making this thing, and there's no R&D, there is no improvement, there's nothing. So I'm gonna lift this cover up. It will stop. It will show this blue blinking light. Okay, move back. That's my cat. So you see there's one pin over here. Okay, if you press it, it will start working again. See, I pressed it. So this pin actually depresses a button beneath it, and it starts working again. See, if I let it go, it will show blue light. If I press it, it shows a green light. So there's another same pin over here. Okay, now see what is happening. When I press this thing, it will start working, but see what will happen when it will take a rotation. So I'll stop here and I'll show you. So this pin over here, it is supposed to be in. When this thing rotates, it press the pin and pin press the button. So that's how the machine or the computer knows. Maybe it's a timer switch or something, like how many times the button is pressed. It keeps the count of time or something, when to start cleaning again, when to stop, something like this, I believe, because it's linked with this rotation. Like this thing works, it brings the litter up in the bin. So I'm gonna press this again, it gonna start working again. See, it's rotating. It is supposed to press the pin, but it's lifting it up. Okay, and that makes the clicking sound. This is what happening. Okay, so the simple fix I'm gonna show you, just hang on. I'm gonna unscrew this thing and this thing, and I'm gonna lift this rack up and I'll show you. So you see this pin, it's totally out. When you buy this thing new, it's not like this. It is supposed to stay like in there, like this. It's supposed to stay in. But what's happening is this thing, when it rotates, so this portion, the down portion, it presses it in. So it counts like how many times it's rotating or like whatever. But this portion, the other portion, these pins, they actually pull it out after some time, and instead of like pressing it in after intervals, they just try to pull it out, and that makes the clicking sound. So I'll try to push it in, and I'll show you. This has this is supposed to be in there. Okay, so I tried to press it in, and let me operate it again by pressing it and see what happens. You see that thing? It clears it, but what's happening is when the other rough ends, they rotate, and when they pass under that pin, instead of pushing it in, they pull it out. So see that portion, the round portion, gonna push the pin in like that, and it presses a button there, and it keeps account how many times it's rotating, or I don't know what, like a timer or something. So it's gonna work like this, but I don't know, after some time the pin comes out on its own. Maybe it's too tense or like too strong. See, it clears this time, but that's the problem, is the rough ends, like the nails and needles, this end, it pulls that pin out instead of clearing it. It's not supposed to touch that pin. So I'm not sure what the designers, engineers, whatever you call people at Simply Pet are doing. If I can figure this out, maybe other people would have figured it out also. But the people at Simply Pet, PetSafe, they are not able to figure this thing out or improve this thing. This design is a simple thing. I'm not sure. So probably I'm gonna return it. Like I'm not gonna keep it. Well, if the other solution could be if you can take that pin out and like foil it a little bit and put it back, or I don't know what. So here goes PetSafe Simply Clean Automatic Litter Box 2.0. Maybe they're gonna come up with 3.0, 4.0, or 10.0, but this thing will remain same.